afternoon, everyone. It's your girl Nisha, and I am back with another video. Today's video is going to be, I think, my first sit down, my first complete sit down video, and it is going to be about my first year as a homeowner. So today I wanted to do like a mukbang, but it's kind of hard to like talk and be the only one talking and eating as well. So I have some wine, and I have been very into this double XL wine. This flavor is the mango. I don't think I've tried the mango before, but we're gonna pour us a glass and we're gonna get to talking. So I'm pulling up my notes on my phone. So like I said, this video is going to be about my first year as a homeowner, some kind of like the do's and don'ts of home ownership, and just kind of like what to expect, at least from my point of view. I'm gonna be looking at my phone every now and then just because this is where my notes are. Okay, so let's get started. Are you thinking of buying your first home? Your answer should be yes. Buying a home was the best investment that I could have imagined thinking of. It can be a lot. It is a lot, but at the end of the day, it's all an investment, and everything you do in your home, I'm realizing, is an investment in the home and in your long term, just like financial wealth. So I'm going to speak a little about why I bought a home and some of the challenges that I faced, and maybe some unexpected surprises that I faced as being a homeowner in my first year. So why I bought a home? I bought a home because I have two extra large dogs, and it was just me and my two dogs in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath duplex. And we just outgrew that house. And so it was time for me to get something bigger, but I did not want to pay the bigger price just for renting. You know what I mean? So most properties in Memphis, Tennessee, for like say like a 3-bed, 2-bath, or a 4-bed, 2-bath, or something like that, it's ranging between like 1,200 to 1,800, depending on what you're looking for, the neighborhood and all the amenities and things like that. And I just did not feel right. It just did not sit right with me to be paying that much for something that I am renting. That is why I looked into buying a house, because I definitely needed someplace bigger, but I wanted to be paying to invest in myself and invest in my future. So I starting the process to buy a house from outgrowing the property that I was renting in. So that's why I ended up buying a home. Okay, so talking about what I did right and what I did wrong in my first year of home ownership. The first thing I would say I could have did better in was getting a home warranty. I didn't get a home warranty until my second year of home ownership. During the first year, there was just like a lot of everything, like literally everything hits you at one time. And so as you are finding like, things that are going wrong, or maybe things that are breaking or need fixing and stuff like that, if you have a home warranty, it is a lot easier to just file it under your home warranty and have somebody come back out and look at your home or whatever. At least the home warranty that I have, it has its perks and its downfalls. One of the perks I like of my home warranty is when I put in a claim and they come out to service it, I have 30 days from when they come out to service it to keep calling back on that same claim, for them to keep coming out and like fixing or looking at whatever may be going wrong. So that's like one of the perks I like about it. And they come out quick. That's another thing. They come out quick when you put in your request. One thing that I do not like about my home warranty, and it may have just been this company, I've only put in one service request, I guess, with my home warranty. And the one thing that I did not like, it was for my HVAC, the heating and cooling. So my air had stopped working. It was in the summertime, so I didn't try to put it on the heat. You know what I mean? So I just knew that the air was not working. I called him out, my air's not working, what's going on with it or whatever. He comes back out and he gets it back running. A couple days later, it goes out again. And so I, call him back out. He comes back out and fix it. And it did that like 3 times. And so I'm like, okay, why does it keep going out? Can we fix that issue? Can we fix the issue for why it keeps going out? And so he says, it's your control panel, like the switch in it on and off or switching it from heat to cool or whatever, right? And so I'm like, okay, you know the issue, can you fix it? He was like, well, you would have to put in a service request specifically for the control panel because this one just says the air conditioning. I'm confused at this point because if I put in a request for the air conditioner, my air conditioner is not working. Why would you not fix the thing that is causing my air conditioner to keep popping off? So that kind of I don't agree with or I don't like or whatever because it just didn't make sense to me. And so I have to pay, or with my current home warranty, you pay $125 for every request you put in. I had already paid the $125 for them to come out and fix my air conditioner. So he was telling me I had to put in a whole other request and pay another $125 for them to come back out and actually fix the issue. That didn't sit right with me. So if I'm interested and open to getting another home warranty with better perks and stuff, like I said, this is my first home warranty. So if you guys know any good home warranties that you have and that is not this same issue, please comment down below some good home warranties in the state of Tennessee, because I think I need a new home warranty company because I don't like the way that is, you know? Okay, another thing that I think I did well, or what is it? What I did right and what I did wrong. So something that I think I did well is creating a maintenance schedule. So with buying a new home, it has its own maintenance, or having a home in general. You have like your outside maintenance and your inside maintenance. As far as outside maintenance, in my first year as being a homeowner, I cut my grass myself, or me and my mom, we took care of my lawn ourselves. And so how we did it is like we would pick a day and we would start on either my yard or her yard. With whichever one we start on, we'll tag team it, and then we'll go to the next yard and tag team it. So we did both of our yards in one day, and this was every 2 weeks out of the summer. That's one thing, is like keeping your yard cut. And obviously I have plants. I have plants everywhere in my house. And so that's another thing that's on my maintenance schedule, is watering my plants once a week. Lawn maintenance, cutting the grass twice a week, watering my plants once a week. What else is outside? I have dogs, so I have to spray my yard for ticks and fleas every 6 months, I believe. And then for the weeds, I spray Roundup every 3 months. So there's a 3-month maintenance, a 6-month maintenance, the every 2 weeks cutting the grass, and watering my plants once a week. So that is my like outside maintenance, or like my lawn care maintenance schedule or whatever. So I had that set as soon as summer got here, and as soon as it was time to cut grass, I was cutting grass, you know, and that schedule started then. As far as inside maintenance, cleaning, oh my goodness. So I currently now have a 4-bed, 2-bath, 2-story home. And before moving here, I originally had a 1-story, 2-bed, 1-bath duplex, right? This house is more than double the house I came from. So the cleaning was so not what I expected. It takes me so long to clean this house, and it's still just me and my 2 dogs. But dogs are messy, right? We know this. For me, for maintenance, for cleaning my house, I honestly, to this day, and it's over a year that I bought my home, have not found a set maintenance schedule for cleaning my house. I just clean all the time. I just feel like I'm always cleaning. Like at the duplex, I would clean maybe like once a week, as far as just like picking up everything and organizing, you know, just like putting things away in the place that it's supposed to be in, sweeping and mopping and stuff like that. I did it once a week, right? In this house, I find myself sweeping and mopping every few days. And it's crazy because like, say, if I say I'm going to clean my house today, I only get one floor done. Like I may do the bottom floor and I have to do the top floor the next day, or I may start at the top and then I have to do the bottom floor the next day. I have not yet successfully cleaned my entire house in one day. It has not happened. So the only thing I can think of moving forward as a good maintenance schedule is to find a cleaning service. So again, if you know a good cleaning service in Memphis, Tennessee, please comment down below. Cause I need some cleaners. Inexpensive, okay? Inexpensive cleaners. I need like a good every 2 months, every 3 months, probably once a month cleaning. You know what I mean? Like, because it's a lot. It's a lot. Cleaning the house is a lot. I ain't gonna lie. At least for me, for one person, when you still have to work and doing other things and trying to have a personal life, like it's a lot, you know? So that's the inside maintenance schedule. So one thing you definitely need to do when you are moving in a house or having a house is to get a schedule. Get a maintenance cleaning schedule for the inside and the outside of your house and go by it. Like it will save you. Oh, also for indoor maintenance, and outdoor maintenance. The first year I moved into this house, I had Terminix. Is that the name of the company? The people who spray for pesticides outside your house, I had them come in once a month. I don't have them coming anymore because I spray the inside of my house, and they only spray the inside of your house the first time. They don't come back and spray the inside of your house every single time. And I go get the spray from the store and spray inside the house or whatever. And I do that once a week. So Terminix wasn't doing it. So I was like, I might as well just continue to do my own pesticide inside the house. So I discontinued that service. So that was one thing that I had my first year of being a homeowner. I don't think it's something bad to have. Like, I probably would get it back again. But for me, I felt like it was kind of an unnecessary expense because I didn't have an issue with like bugs outside or bugs inside or anything. And so since I was already doing it myself in the inside once a week, I didn't feel like I needed them to come out once a month to do what I was already doing in the inside when I really wanted them to come in the inside and spray. But they only did that the first initial time. So I didn't find it necessary to have them to keep coming back out, you know? Changing air filters. With being in my new house, changing my air filter has been kind of tricky. At first, I'm not gonna lie, it was not on my radar to be changing that air filter. But before I moved in, it was. But I hadn't wrote it down or whatever. So the first time I had an issue with my HVAC, the guy came out and he looked at it and he was like, you need to change your air filter. And that's when the light bulb went off and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I wasn't changing my air filter, you know? So after that, I went and bought a pack from Walmart and it had like 4 in a pack. And they said change it every month. And they were like, you have dogs, so you may want to change it, you know, more than every month or something like that. So I had set a reminder on my phone for once a month to check the air filter. And so I checked the air filter the first month, there was nothing on it. I checked it the second month, there was nothing on it. Since then, I have not checked it again. So I need to check my air filter and make sure that my air filter needs to be changed or does not need to be changed or whatever. I just need to look at it and check. That's another thing that I am just like not really, that's another thing that I need to like get on schedule about. Like a house has so many things that you need to routinely check. Oh my goodness. So next we're going to talk about energy usage. Monitoring your meters. In Memphis, we have the e-readers, I think they're what they're called. So they don't come out to the house and like check the meter and stuff like that anymore. So somebody from MLG&W, Memphis Light, Gas and Water, told me that like when I bought my home, they told me that like ways to keep your like energy costs down. One way is to like on the day that your meter is read, like when you get your bill, it'll say like your next reading date. She was like on that day or before that day, unplug everything. She was like unplug everything and turn everything off. Don't have anything running and that'll have your bill low. And so I have been doing that. Honestly, I don't know if it's actually helping or not. I haven't seen a difference in turning off, unplugging everything and turning it off as far as like leaving everything plugged up. Because in the wintertime, I wasn't doing that and my bill was cheaper. But now in the summertime, my bill is more expensive. So I will continue to monitor that I will continue to monitor the unplugging everything and leaving everything plugged up, and I will let you guys know in another video. Another thing about buying a house is your neighborhood and your neighbors. So my neighborhood is not particularly a bad neighborhood, you know, so I feel very safe, but that is one thing that you want to consider when buying a house. And then really you don't know how a neighborhood is or how a community can be until you are there for like long periods of time, because you know, like, just driving through a neighborhood at different times of the day doesn't really give you the full feel, you know, of a neighborhood. So I feel like that is one thing that I kind of like looked out with, like with my neighborhood, is that it is a pretty decent neighborhood. So as far as neighbors goes, most of my neighbors are very fine. Like, I don't have any issues with my neighbors or whatever. That's also another thing you have to kind of consider, like, because I have some friends who bought a house and their neighborhood is way different than my neighborhood. You know, like, you see people walking their dogs and they're very friendly and just like, hey, you know, how you doing? And he has like his neighbors' numbers and stuff like that, and they can call and, hey, can you come help me do this home project or whatever, and like they're ready to help and stuff like that. But in my neighborhood, everybody is to themselves. I don't have nobody's number. I'm not calling, you know, for anybody to come and help and do anything or whatever. So knowing your neighborhood and knowing your community is another thing, like, if that is something that matters to you. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Like, for me, I would say it doesn't matter because I don't have to have that community interaction. If I do, then that's fine, but I don't, it's not something I have to have, you know? I kind of like being to myself and not having people feel like they can just come knock at my door and ask for this and ask for that or whatever, you know what I mean? So I kind of enjoy that about my neighborhood. Budgeting tips. So, budgeting tips. All I can say is know what you need and what is important for you. And then, just like you would do any of your other bills, just make sure you have the money for that. You know what I mean? So, as far as like, so I have share practical background advice, setting up a budget for maintenance and unexpected costs, planning for bills, mortgage changes. So I can speak on planning for bills and mortgage changes because for 1 year you know what your set mortgage price is. 9 times out of 10, that second year your mortgage is gonna go up somewhere between like $100 to $300. So that's like something you can plan for ahead of time. And that's something I knew that was going to happen. And so I kind of had planned for that ahead of time. It's not really much that you can like expect beforehand for your mortgage change, because you just don't know what your taxes is going to be like and what your insurance is going to be. If your insurance is going to go up or if your taxes are going to go up, that is what causes your mortgage to go up. So my second year, both my insurance and my taxes went up, and so my mortgage increased about $200 the second year. So that is something that you can plan for when you're in your first year. When you're in your first year, you want to kind of have, before you even buy your house, you want to kind of have a good nest egg set aside. Like, everybody, before I bought my house, everybody was saying you want to have at least like $5,000 to $10,000 saved up. And I was kind of like, that sounds like an over exaggeration. I've never moved into a house and needed an extra $5,000 to $10,000, just, you know, for in case expenses or whatever. But I also have never been my own landlord, and I also have never had to fix things that go on in my house. You know what I mean? So I would definitely say you need that extra $5,000 to $10,000 your first year moving into your house, just because you don't know the things that could go wrong or the things that may have already went wrong in your home. You know, that your homeowner, that the home sellers did not tell you, because they're not going to tell you everything. Even if you have an inspector, some things will pass an inspection even though it's not like fixed. So like, I obviously have had issues with my HVAC system, but in the inspection, the HVAC system was running fine, and like right now it's running fine, but tomorrow it may not be. You know what I mean? So things like that you just cannot account for when you are just like going out and like seeing houses and stuff like that. You may also have like plumbing issues or leaks and stuff like that underground that you will not know about until you get in the house and maybe have taken like a week's worth of showers, and then now you realize, oh, something's wrong with my water pressure or something like that. So that's where that extra $5,000 to $10,000 will come in handy, because if it's anything underground, they got to dig that ground up and get to them pipes underground, and that's money, you know. So that is one thing I can speak on when it comes to budgeting for unexpected things and budgeting for your mortgage. So as far as budgeting for maintenance, you know what kind of maintenance you would want in your house and kind of how much that would cost. Like, so for me in my first year, I said that me and my mom were taking turns cutting the grass. That really didn't cost any money other than like the gas that you put in the lawnmower, and then like obviously our time. But now in my second year of being a homeowner, I have a yard man, and I pay $65 every 2 weeks, you know, that I need my grass cut. And so that is something that I have factored into my maintenance budget, you know what I mean? And also I'm thinking, I've already stated that I need a cleaning service to come and clean my house. That'll be another thing that I add into my maintenance budget to make sure I have done, just for my own personal sanity. You know what I mean? So those kind of things you want to make sure you have kind of set aside already, and you know going in how much you're going to need for these things. And if it's something that maybe, okay, I don't need him, the yard man, to come out this week, I'll cut the grass myself this week. Then you know that's like $65 or however much you can keep to yourself or put to something else. Or maybe I haven't been at home much this month, so I'm not gonna have the cleaning service come out and clean because I haven't been at home. So that's money that you could put somewhere else. You know what I mean? So yeah, personalizing your space. So that is one thing I think that I like, it comes as you go. So personalizing your space is one thing that kind of comes as you live in your house. I don't think that my house at this point right now is very homey, because I don't really kind of know the direction that I want to go as far as decorating and making it homey. I feel like in my last house I had a lot of kind of random college stuff, you know, on the walls or whatever, and I don't want the new house to be that way. And I also have not fully furnished my new house as far as like entertainment systems, coffee tables, dinette sets and stuff like that. Those are things you would think like when you move in a house that you're gonna move in. Like some people do this. You move in and you buy all your furniture and it's here when you come, and you just unpack and your house is ready to go and it's homey. You got pictures on the wall and stuff like that. But for me, I kind of like started from scratch, especially like moving into a bigger home. And all of the stuff I had in my last house, I had for like over 5 or 6 years. And so I didn't want to bring a lot of that stuff into the new house. So as far as making the space mine and personalizing my space, I am still doing that every day. Like every day I find something that I'm like, oh, I could possibly put this in my house, or oh, I could possibly put this like in the bathroom or something like that. Other than like organizational stuff, you know, like you can have like an organizer on your kitchen cabinet, or like on the bathroom cabinets and stuff like that, and that kind of helps you personalize your space as well. But other than organizers, I have not really like personalized my space. I would say like my plants and my fish tanks, they help me to personalize my space, because I do like plants and fish tanks, and that is something that can be decorative. Other than that, I have not, like you see this wall behind me, I have not decorated my space. So I will say, when you move into your house, do not feel pressure to have everything perfect and have everything designed and decorative, you know, within like the first few months, because I have to learn this myself. You have to really grow into your house to make it your personality. Especially me by myself. Like I feel like if I had someone here living with me, it may be a little easier to buy stuff for the house and like have it come together, because you have like a second opinion on things. But for my house, I'm just like, I'll go in the store and I'm like, would this look good in my house? I don't know if this is if this is the color scheme I want for my house. Like, I'm very indecisive when it comes to personalizing my house and having my house look a certain way, because I don't know why, honestly. I think I'm just being picky. Maybe that's it. So I have not completely personalized my space, and I'm going on year 2 in this house. I don't feel rushed. At first I did, but I don't now. I don't feel rushed to do things like that. Because as I travel, if you're somebody that travel, as I travel, I buy souvenirs and things like that, and that also helps you personalize your space and it helps you grow into your home. So, yeah. Preparing for year 2. So, in preparing for year 2, I think the only things that are on my mind is making being a homeowner not effortlessly, but easier. Making my time as a homeowner easier. So I've already got a yard man, so that's like I'm not outside in the hot summer cutting grass, right? I'm already thinking about getting a cleaning service or hiring a cleaning service. So that'll be, less maintenance and less time on me in the house. So as far as planning for year 2, reflecting on things that I had did in the past or in year 1. So the only thing that I think that I probably could have did better in year 1 is, I don't know. I feel like I did a pretty good job in year 1 as being a homeowner, because I am the first. I'm the second homeowner in my family. I don't feel like there's anything that I would have done differently. I mean, even with the home warranty situation, the fact that I didn't get it in the first year, but I got it in the second year, the issues kind of would have still been the same as far as like having to put in another service request. You know what I mean? So, other than it being fixed year 1 instead of year 2, that would be the only difference. Also, preparing for year 2, I do also have more updates that I want to do in my house, or like upgrades. Let's see, in year 2, I think I would be looking at, I've already started, this is kind of like way like literally year 2. So like the first year, I had carpet in my dog's room and in the upstairs, like on the stairs. Before moving into the house, I did not want a house that had carpet because I have dogs. And so since this house had carpet, I said we'll do carpet for a year, and then I'll pull the carpet up after a year, because I also have asthma and severe asthma and severe allergies and 2 dogs. Trying to kill myself, I know, right? But I said after a year I was gonna take up the carpet. So I took up the carpet in the dog's room, and I took up the carpet on the stairs after year 1. And so I'm currently in the process of redoing the floors. I want to redo my foyer area, but my next major renovation probably would be my kitchen. Another renovation that I would like to do is to create a washroom upstairs, but that probably won't be year 2. That'll probably be possibly year 2. New kitchen, new washroom is like my next major renovation. As far as the outside of the house, major renovations is getting a wooden gate and extending my patio, and then fencing in my patio. Those are my next big things that I want to do outside. Extending the gate I'm working on now, or not extending the gate, installing a wooden gate is something that I'm working on now, a project that I'm working on now that'll be done in a few months or so. Next thing would be extending my patio, and then getting that patio fenced in and kind of making it like a sunroom. Not fenced in, but screened in. Getting it screened in and kind of making it like a sunroom. So that's like kind of what I plan for year 2. I also would like to make a home savings account, like just for home maintenance and home remodels. I have like my regular savings account, but that's just like kind of like for anything like car, personal, health, whatever goes wrong, I have that savings account. I would like to create a specific savings account just for investing into my house. So that's another thing that I would like to come in year 2. So that is going to be the end of this video. We're going to go ahead and wrap up now. I would like for you guys to comment down below some of your shared experiences. If you are a homeowner, please comment down below some of the do's and don'ts that you had in your first year as a homeowner, or if it's been longer than a year and however long you have been a homeowner, Please give me some tips on the things that I spoke about, or even if it's something that I didn't speak about that was like enlightening to you, or like something that you are glad that you know. Please comment down below so we can talk about those things. I feel like being a homeowner is like a secret club or something like that, or not like a secret club. I'll say like a special club. It's like being in like an honorary society or something like that, because not everybody is a homeowner, and I feel like you don't really understand the issues of homeownership until you buy a house, because it's so different. And I didn't realize it until I became a homeowner. Like, I literally am in charge of a whole property. Like, who put me in charge of this property? But anyways, share your experiences. If you agree with some things I said, please let me know in the comments down below. If you disagree with some things I said, again, you can let me know respectfully, please, down in the comments. Hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I upload. Every time that I drop a video, you can be the first one to click on it and watch and see what I'm talking about. Make sure that you are commenting down below. Interact with me. I will comment back. I will like your comment, and I will respond back to every single comment on my videos. I love the interactiveness. It lets YouTube know that you love seeing me, and I love seeing you. Alright, see you guys in the next video.